Whole gang is here for a Friday Dudes Who Bet Daily. We got Magic. We got Papa Dude. We've been having a little bit of fun behind the scenes. I don't know if that'll carry on to the live stream or not here, guys. No. We'll find out, I guess. But Magic, you're here. You're looking spiffy today. I really like the uniform.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I was you got done working out. I was like, I should put on a jersey for this sports show, and I just reached in the closet, grabbed whichever one came out, and this is the LA Kings. I don't know how they're doing. Or if they played recently, but I did want to wear the LA Kings. Yeah. You know, it's Wayne Gretzky, the great one. We had a pretty great day overall yesterday. We went 2-1, so it felt fitting, you know, for some reason.
I'm not going to say anything.
Well, if you did miss it, we did. We got 2 wins pretty quick yesterday. Minnesota jumps up on the Kings. That was Papa Dude's bet, but Papa Dude, Mr. Fleury. What happened? He was awful, and the Kings go and rally and win big.
Have you ever seen a goalie as good as him can play so bad sometimes? But that's his history. There are games he is just atrocious.
Yeah. We were talking. He was pretty bad, but not just awful. It was 3-2, and then he gave up the 4th goal he gave up last night. I was just like, I'm turning this off. This is a joke.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. If you bet the Wild, it wasn't good. Was not good at all.
No.
So.
And it was one where I got all my other bets that we talked about yesterday. So
we talked on air about Vegas and how you almost picked Vegas and they beat Winnipeg 3-2. I was watching a little bit of that one as well.
Got the 2 baseball games. I think we did that on our show.
Both we did it on this show. Both the baseball games. Yes, you got them both. And spoiler alert, you are going back to a baseball game tonight.
So we know what that means.
I know. We'll talk about the one you're not first. We'll kick off the show with that. So the Phillies and the Diamondbacks here, game 4 of the series. It's 2-1. Diamondbacks did get that 2-1 win, as you predicted, Poppy, last night. All right, I'll kick it back to you again. It's the same price, Phillies minus 130. Are you going Diamondbacks to even the series tonight?
No, I'm going to take the Phillies tonight. I think they're a better team. I just thought the Diamondbacks I just didn't think they were going to get swept. Really a sketchy pitching matchup tonight, you know, for 2 teams that are fighting to get into the World Series. Kind of shows you they don't really have a lot of depth past the first 2 or 3 in the pitching staff, because now we're in a best of 7 series and you need that extra pitcher. And this was a little strange one tonight, the Diamondback ones especially. And that's why I'm going to go with the Phillies to go ahead and win and go up 3-1.
Magic, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Phillies as well. You've got Joe Mantiply and Ryan Nelson probably going to pitch for the Diamondbacks in a bullpen game. Last time, 6 total earned runs in game 2, and they used 4 other arms yesterday. The Diamondbacks did. It's just not setting up for them well. Phillies are almost double their OPS. Their on-base percentage and their slugging percentage is almost double what the Diamondbacks is right now in this series. So Phillies are hot. Eat the chalk on the 130 and take them to win.
It's a clean sweep for the Phillies. I'm going to go Phillies again tonight as well. I think Magic really pointed out a lot of things that you're going into a bullpen game. You've been using the bullpen a lot, like you kind of mentioned. It almost felt like they just kind of stole one in a way last night. It just the whole game, you kind of felt like, I think the Phillies are going to win this thing, and then the Diamondbacks get it done with a walk-off. Maybe that changes the momentum of the series, a walk-off win, you know. I still think the Phillies are a little bit better. So, yeah, I'm going to go clean sweep with the Phillies. We're going to do 2 NHL games tonight. I think there's 2 good ones here. Flames are minus 145 at Columbus against the Blue Jackets. Total sitting at 6.5. Papa Dude, who you like in this one?
I think this is one of those games, if you want to take a shot at the underdog, you do. Calgary played last night, had a barn burner with Buffalo, went down to the wire 4-3. They got to come back tonight. Columbus is decent at home, you know, and they can score goals. I think this is one of those, you go ahead and bet the underdog tonight and take Columbus to win.
All right, Papa Dude going with the underdog. Magic, who you got?
I disagree. I don't like the Blue Jackets here at all. I'll give you a plus money bet for the Flames here. Puck line minus half for the Flames in the first period is plus 154. And I think this is a great bet because in 3 games so far this year, the Blue Jackets surrendered the first goal in all 3 games, and 2 of them happened in the first period. I don't like Columbus at all. I think that their season got off to that horrible start before it started with Mike Babcock. Hey, he's here. Hey, he wants to look through all your photos if you're playing for him. And, oh, no, you can't do that, so you're fired. Now they've got to go to Pascal Vincent, and he's been okay, but it's just been such a mess. Blue Jackets off to a rough start. So give me the Flames -0.5 puck line +154.
All right, I'm going to go Flames as well here. I think they're going to get it done against the Blue Jackets. I agree. Blue Jackets a little bit of a mess. Flames, they weren't great last year. I don't know. It's too early to really tell how they're going to be this year, but I think they do get the job done tonight in Columbus. The other hockey game, the Devils and the Islanders here in New York. Devils are -120 on the road. Total sitting at 6. Papa Dude, you going in this one?
Tough game here to pick. Really is. The Islanders are great defensively. Pretty good at home. I would say this is a little bit of a rivalry, too, between the Devils and the Islanders. I'm waiting for Magic to do his Devils imitation here. I'm just waiting for that, so I know who he's taking. The Islanders haven't lost yet. This is going to be a game to watch. I'm going to go again with the underdog and take the Islanders.
Going with the Islanders. Magic.
Give me the under. See, you thought I was going to do Devils. Give me the under 6 on this one. Islanders off to a great start so far. They beat the Buffalo Sabres 3-2 and then held Coyotes to just 14 shots in a 1-0 shutout win. So I think that they're doing a great job of playing defense and starting out so well. The Devils, they've got a decent team, but a great, I shouldn't say that. I'm mad about what they've done to the Red Wings in the past recently. But the Devils have a good team. The Islanders are playing great defense to start. Give me the under 6.
Our old friend under -1.5 first period. I think that's the play in this one. You remember that? We were all over that last year, and probably we'll go back to that some as the hockey season kind of heats up. So under -1.5 first period here, Devils, Islanders. I think that's the play in this one. So should be a fun game. I like to watch any hockey, so I'm excited for these 2 games. All right. The main event, our race of the day, going to be Keeneland Race 4 on the card. This one's going to go off at 2:36 Eastern Time, 1:36 Central. Starter allowance going 6 furlongs, purse $52,000. It's down to a field of 5. The 1 and the 3 scratched. As the owner of the 7, I'm very happy to see those scratches. Curious to get your thoughts. Everybody knows I do have a piece of the number 7, Husker Butch. We are excited to be here. Papa Dude, though, we'll kick it off with you. Who do you like in this race?
Well, I saw the 2 scratches, and my first thought was, well, shoot, the worst you can do is 5th.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll
So that's a good thing.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I would have liked to seen a couple of the other ones scratched instead of the ones who did, because I don't see any contenders that scratched.
I thought the scratch of the 1 was, I thought that horse might be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about old Husker in this one. Just because it's run really, really well at Prairie Meadows, but this is a different animal. I don't think the race is just great, though.
Mm-mm.
We know what he's going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to run as hard as he can run.
Yep.
The last win he got, I was very impressed because he went and got the horse.
Yep.
And it's before he's not done that. He's getting better. He's got a shot, no doubt about it. I'm worried about the 2 horse. That's the one that I'm most worried about. Because I once was really coming off 2 good races. Won an allowance by 9 lengths, 2 back, and then was in a really good race at Churchill, finished 3rd and only lost by a length. That horse has been in a little bit better competition maybe than Husker Butch. He worries me. I'm also worried about the 4 a little bit. They're both speed. They may get out there and Husker can't go get them. So that's, let's have to see. Other than that, I think he shapes up fine. So maybe we ought to bet $100 on him to show. How about that?
The field of 5, I'm not sure what that'll pay, but
That's
he is
true.
a very consistent horse. Magic, what do you think about this race?
I like your chances to get 3rd in this spot. I'm going to go with the 2 to win. Papa Dude outlined it perfectly. He's facing some better class of horses than dropping on the starter allowance. First time in for a tag since the debut win. I think the 6 has a great chance to run 2nd or get up there late. I think the 2 and the 4 kind of duel early, and then Hocus goes Pocus into the Bacchus of the races. And the 6 comes up late. The 7 tries going with them, but because Husker Butch doesn't like to change leads, That kind of does him in late, and so he's not able to quite hang with this 6 and get second. So it's 2, 6, 7, 5, and then Hocus goes bye-bye.
Couple questions in the chat about Husker Butch that I can answer. Rodney says, has he ever ran over a sloppy track before? He did 3 races back, same level, starter allowance level here. It was at Prairie Meadows, obviously, but same starter allowance type of situation. He ran pretty well. I actually think the slop will help him. I thought he was solid that day over the slop. Again, he got a much tougher field today, but I think the slop moves him up a little bit. I definitely think he's a horse that can handle any kind of surface. Papa Dude kind of alluded to it. He just kind of does what he does. He's going to drop back about, there's only 5 horses, so he'll probably be about 4th. And then he'll just kind of make a little run, and hopefully they come back to him. I picked the number 4 Hocus. I think he's kind of the one to beat. If he gets back to that race, he ran 2 races back on the dirt at Ellis. I think he's better than the rest of this. So I'm going to go number 4 Hocus on top. I do think there is a world where we can win. I think if the 2 and the 4 hook up, kind of battle, I think Husker could come get him late. I think he makes a run. I think he's going to get 3rd, honestly. I'm with you guys. I don't think he's quite good enough. We saw him at this level at Prairie, and he couldn't win. So that was just one of the things. The one thing that you kind of just an inside look into kind of horse ownership, if you haven't had one before, sometimes you have to enter a race that really isn't ideal for your horse because it's hard to get a race to fill. We really kind of wanted to run in a $25,000, $30,000 claimer. The race just didn't fill. We kept trying and trying. It didn't fill. So we entered here and Kelly texted the ownership group and said, look, we're entered in a starter allowance. We'll see how it shapes up. If it's super tough, we'll scratch and just hope to get that 30K, claiming race to fill. The race came up 7 horses. We kind of talked about it, and it's like, look, let's take a shot at it. I don't think this is that tough of a field. Now 2 of them have scratched, so we're in a field of 5 at Keeneland for a starter allowance, $52,000 purse. We kind of just got lucky. I think this came up to where we can compete, where a lot of times you might not think he could. So just kind of a little bit of insight of why sometimes you'll see a horse, you go, man, he's outclassed. Why is he here? Well, he's ready to run, and we just couldn't find a race for him. I don't think he's overly outclassed in this spot, though. So we'll see. Pretty excited about it. I did not think Husker Butch would be running at Keeneland when we first bought into him in January. So kind of good. So we'll see what happens, guys. I think it's going to be fun. Remember, race 4, he's the 7 horse. Going to go off 2:36 local time. That'll be 1:36 here at Missouri. So where I will be watching. So, all right. Hold on. Well, there was one. If you run 2nd or 3rd, it's successful day. 100%. Yeah. 100%. He has ran out a really decent amount of money for a horse at his level. If he runs 2nd or 3rd, it's a great day for sure. So we'll see. All right, let's get to it. Best bets. Magic, you've got an exciting one. I'm going to let you go first.
Temple under 16.5, baby. Yeah, and by the way, as someone who has owned a horse that did win at Keeneland, I just want to wish you good luck today. I really,
thank you.
I think you got a good chance. Wayne O won at Keeneland and then literally never did jack shit for us again. I hope that doesn't happen for you today. I hope you win and Husker Butch continues to do well. But yes, let's talk about Temple team total under 16.5. This is all about Mustangs, right? Yeah, my favorite video game right now is Red Dead Redemption 2. Shotty's in the chat. She understands this. One of the horses that you can get as you're riding around the western landscape of America around the turn of the 1900s, you can ride a Mustang. And it's a lot of fun. It's really fast. And there's lots of creatures that are out there, right? There's rabbits, there's squirrels. If you're not watching, you run them over. You know what you also can run over if they're flying right past you in the middle of the night? Owls. What are the Temple? Owls. What are the Southern Methodist University? They're Mustangs. The Mustangs are going to run over the Owls, trample them down. They got no offense, all defense for SMU. Let's go.
Okay. What do you think, Papa Dude?
I've never seen an owl on the ground. Have you?
No, I haven't either.
So that Mustang's going to have to jump up into the tree.
They fly low because they're picking up mice, Papa Dude.
Low. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Low, like the scoring that Temple will do tonight. Low.
I get that. I do like your pick. Your analysis I don't care for, but I do like your pick because they're terrible. Temple they're bad.
I can actually give you good reasons. SMU has a really strong defense, and they're really great against non-Power 5 teams. And Temple is absolutely terrible, and their starting quarterback is questionable to play because he's in concussion protocol.
Okay, I like it. The thing I like about Magic, I was trying to think. Okay, that's a game that I think SMU is going to win. I was worried about the 21, so he figures out a way to pick a game that you might actually cash and make a little money. Yeah.
The chat is,
and they'll celebrate afterwards by eating some Jello pudding pops. I can't do a good Cosby. I'm sorry.
I wish the hell I had an owl costume I could wear tomorrow when you lose. Hey, wait a minute. I live in the city, a little bit of a city now. I can go down to Party City and get a Halloween costume, an owl costume today.
You could get it.
I feel like a little owl mask. They're probably like $5, like a little plastic.
Yeah, I just need the mask. That's right.
Well, okay. This was a lot of fun. Papa, go to yours.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Astros, tell us why.
I have to follow that. Yeah.
That's why I put it to you and not me next.
It's your son's fault.
Oh, God. That's pretty good stuff.
It's just
my turn.
It's your turn. Go ahead.
I'm going the Astros. I think they might have broke the spirit of the Rangers. Now this game tonight, though, we have an interesting pitching matchup in it. We got Verlander, who's getting old, and Montgomery, who's been Texas's best pitcher during the playoffs. They got him from the Cardinals, and he's one of those guys that's pretty tough. But Houston's been handling left-handers pretty good. I think Houston is the best team left in the playoffs. I think they're showing it. Texas better damn well win tonight, or this baby's over. So I'm going to go the Astros to get 3 in a row. I think they broke the Rangers spirit.
Any thoughts, Magic?
Nothing funny. I just no, I agree with this bet. The last 2 games, the Astros offense has been superb, and Verlander got the loss the first game, but he only gave up 2 runs in 6 and 2/3 innings. Not like he was bad. He just didn't get run support. I think the offense is humming, and I think you're right, Papa Dude. The Rangers spirit broken like you break a Mustang in RDR2 when you catch him in the wild.
I just hope that owl doesn't peck those Mustangs' eyes out. That's what's bothering me.
After all that, I'm hoping that's what happens. I hope Temple scores 50 tonight.
They might trample themselves if you peck their eyes out. That's not good. Oof.
No, and they got these big old talons that could get into the back of that Mustang too.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's.
You know what the battle cry is for the Temple Owls, Aaron?
No, I don't. Okay.
That's why they're not any good, because what kid wants to go be an owl, right? You're going to play for the Temple Owls.
I'd rather be a duck than an owl 8 days a week.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that as well.
At least ducks fly together.
Okay, well, let me talk about a few things before we get off the air here. Before I get to my best bet, Carl Ramrod came out and said that Remington card tonight is fire. It's Oklahoma Classics night. So you got what you have is 2 starter allowance races for the Okie Breds, and then 8 straight Oklahoma bred stakes races. It really is a lot of fun. You need to check out the card tonight. I know Pedlo will be there. I was planning Pedlo. We should have came down and then went to the game, but we're going to the game in the morning instead. One quick story. Power Slam for the win, Pedlo says. So that horse will be running in the 4th race, number 2 Power Slam.
Toby Keith.
Owned by Toby Keith. Really, just a quick story. So Papa Dude and I, because of Pedlo, got to meet Toby Keith the last time we were at Remington.
Yep.
So met Toby Keith. Pedlo told him that, I was racing dude, had a website, all this stuff. And so after he told him that, all he wanted to talk to me about was this Power Slam who had just ran in the race before. He talked to me about Power Slam for, 5-10 minutes. It's just
at least.
nonstop Power Slam. So it was like, I'm trying to think, like, ask him something else or talk about something else. That's all he was cared about. So Power Slam is back running against Oklahoma Breds. That was open company last time. Horse got third. Horse was running on the outside rail. If you go watch that race back, all the way on the outside rail, the horse came closing. So hopefully the horse is a little bit, doesn't go that wide tonight. But yeah, hopefully blinkers on today too. Imagine that. I think definitely
that might help.
Yeah. So, but yeah, good luck to our good friend Toby Keith tonight.
The best
in that fourth race.
Make sure if you're watching, which I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
Look us up tomorrow at the OU game. Come on up and see us tomorrow.
Yeah. You can come sit with us for just a quarter. We don't want you for more than that, right?
Yeah, we don't want too much attention.
We got other people to see, sure, right? So
That's right.
no, anyway, hopefully that'll be a good win for him. I know he was super excited. He owns the mare, and he was super excited about that as well. So, all right, let's get to mine. I'm going to go Gulfstream Race 2 on the card today. Number 2, Rod to Rod. That's a game also that Magic loves to play, Rod to Rod, right, Magic? Okay. No,
you caught me off guard with that one. I that's good. That's very good. Yes.
All right. Well, Gulfstream Race 2. I like the number 2, Rod to Rod. Look, this horse taking a big time class drop today. I think that's going to make the difference in this race. Sanchez got a hold of this horse last time out, ran it in the allowance company, did not run very well at all. The horse today projects to be like the perfect trip. Just go to the front. The 1 has speed. The 2 has speed. The 2 can kind of just track the 1 if he's going too fast, or if the 1 doesn't break well or whatever, the 2 can inherit the lead. I think the 2, Rod to Rod, gets a perfect trip today and gets it done. So that's what I'm going with. Number 2, Rod to Rod in the second race at Gulfstream Park. All right. Any final thoughts, guys? Magic, you got anything?
You can play Rod to Rod all you want. Just don't kiss the minister when you're done.
All right. Well, here we go.
That's the 4-horse in the race. The same race, the 4 horses don't kiss the minister. I thought it was funny. Fine.
Okay. Well, all right. We're going to get out of here now because
oh my God.
Badly. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm going to go Gulfstream Race 2 on the card here. Number 2, Rod to Rod. Magic's going Temple under 16.5. Papa Dude going the Astros minus 109. All right. So we are 2-1, up $100. We're up $91 now for the year. Papa Dude, we're going to get a win tonight, right?
Oh, sure. I'm very confident.
Are we going 3-0 was the question.
Well, I like Magic's. I don't know anything about yours, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you just trust that. I don't know. We'll see. Gulfstream. Sometimes when you get one, you identify they run off the screen, and sometimes they run off the screen in the bad way. So we'll see what happens. Does Racing Dudes do annual drug testing? Mark, I think it answers itself. If you look at the middle window, and this guy's been employed for a while with us now, so I think you can just decipher the answer. So,
I think we're going to have to change companies. It's reading the tests is what I think the problem is. Actually, Magic conducts. He's in charge of the.
He's HR.
Listen, the problem is you do need to hire a company that can read the test. You should go hire a company that's in a state where they know how to read instead of hiring Missouri companies. Reading, not so good up there.
All right. Well, we're gonna get off of here. This has been it's been a show. One way or the other.
Magic Mike. Magic Mike at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. We're going to do some wacky kind of Breeders' Cup talk because somebody stole my idea.
Well, I let you do drugs and don't fire you. So there's the trade-off.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
All right. We got to go. We got to go now. All right. We'll see you guys. Actually, we won't see you tomorrow because we'll be at a football game. So
we're not going to do one?
How are we going to do it? What time do you want to do it?
Well, I thought we had to do one. I think we ought to do one late this evening and tape it.
Okay, we could do that. Actually, Magic, could we do that?
Yeah.
Could we do it just live tonight at some point? What would be easier, Magic?
Do it live tonight.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do that.
Yeah,
that'll work. Okay. All right, we might do one live tonight covering tomorrow. Okay, guys, we will see you guys at some point, sometime.